Is your definition of being rich 20 million, 10 million, and all that? Because if that is your definition, honestly, not many people can reach there. How many people in Singapore has got 20, 30 million? Very few. The top 0.5% maybe. And what are your chances of being that top 0.5%?
A lot of people ask me this question, Mr. Lu, I no money now, how to become rich? How to answer this question?
Yeah, I think the first thing, and this is a very serious topic actually, because the first thing you got to ask yourself is, what is your definition of being rich? Right? Is your definition of being rich 20 million, 10 million, and all that? Because if that is your definition, honestly, not many people can reach there. How many people in Singapore has got 20, 30 million? Very few. The top 0.5% maybe. And what are your chances of being that top 0.5%? We've got to be very realistic with ourselves, right? So first of all, I think we need to sit down and define what does rich means. And I want to offer you a totally not quantitative definition. And I've actually shared that with a lot of people. Okay, my definition of being rich is about living the good life. And Lou, when I did the interview with you, I asked you this question as well, right? So what is living the good life? And this definition is not from me, it's actually from these two authors, Richard Leder and David Shapiro. They wrote a book called Repacking Your Bags. And in that book, they define the good life. Listen, they define the good life as living at the place you belong, with the people you love, doing the right thing on purpose. If you are able to live in the place you belong, and you could ask yourself, where is the place I belong? It could be here, it could be overseas, with the people you love, obviously your families, doing the right work. What is the right work you're doing? And I'm sure Lou will say that all the work that he's doing right now is not business. I mean, the work that he's doing right now is the right work. He enjoys it. It's passionate for him. It's passion for him because he loves to educate all of you. He's doing the right work and it's intentional, on purpose. I know he's flying off tomorrow, right? A lot of things to pack, but he's here because it's the right work and it's on purpose. Now, if you're able to do these four things, you live the good life, you are rich. Now, once you define that carefully, you sit down, you define that carefully, then you rearrange your financial affairs to support for you to do that. And it's not always about accumulating. Sometimes it's about decluttering, right? So if you define it, for some of you, maybe you can do that today. If you start to declutter, and you do your budget, and you realize that actually you don't need so much to live the good life, then actually you are rich already. Now, for those of us who still need to accumulate, your definition of the good life needs you to accumulate, and you may not have money now. I'll say start somewhere. If you keep sitting down there and say, I tell you, when I first started Providend 20 years ago, I had no money. I had no money. The business was tough. As a fee-only firm, not taking commissions, the first 3 years was tough. On the third year, we almost went bankrupt. And no money. I told him very little pay.
That was September 11.
2001 onwards.
You picked the right year, the most sway year to start.
It was very tough. I was like, and some of you will know that prior to that, I was a pretty good insurance advisor. I was earning quite a good amount of money. And then suddenly when I started Providend, I was bringing home, like on average, maybe $1,000 a month. And I understand the psyche of when you have no money, because when you have no money, you don't feel like investing, because firstly, you don't have enough to eat. Secondly, you feel like when I put $50 into anything, it doesn't make a difference at all. I might just spend and enjoy life. But I realized I was wrong. And so I'm going to tell you, even if you put in $50 today, even if you start with $100 today, you are starting, right? And do that, because more and more as you see your money growing, you get more and more excited about putting in more money. Because when you have nothing, you have no excitement, right? But once you put in money and you see your money growing, then you start to put in the money. So start somewhere. But please do consider the definition of the good life. That is the starting point of becoming rich. That is
so good a definition, right? Yeah, we always see, right, a lot of rich people, get into issues with siblings, with family and things like that, and then lawsuit and those kind of thing, right? Not all like that, I'm just saying, right? But I think he clearly defines something very good, right? So, for example, this period I'm back in Singapore, I spent so much time with my kids. Slide this way. Careful, yes, slide this way, and I just enjoy this time, right?